Let's talk about magic. And when we talk about magic, we're speaking about modern outsourcing. And it's really important to understand that this platform has actually grown in the last few years. But the question is it really worth it or what? Let's talk about that. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about magic, I want you to think about a service that started out as a text-based concierge service, and the company was starting in 2015, and it has really since grown into the best provider of rush job services in the virtual assistant industry. And the company focuses on providing weekly support, billing at $10 per hour, and VAs provide services solely in English. The company provides 24/7 support, and sign up is really free so that you can start right away. So we love that in terms of flexibility. So it doesn't matter if you are a solopreneur, if you're a small business owner, if you're a mid-sized business owner, or whatever you are, or team leader, you can start right away. And Magic really offers the three plans, but you must request a quote online for specific pricing. And like other virtual assistant companies that we have actually reviewed in the last few months and years, Magic will match you with a dedicated assistant that has the skills you need and uses the tools of your choice. If you use Trello, Magic can integrate with you for even more efficiency. And the business plan is a great fit for small businesses ready to scale. It comes with an account manager that will make sure that Magic adapts to your growing needs. Now, the only thing is that there is no money back guarantee, but Magic will work with you to make sure your challenges are resolved fairly. What we love about the Magic is that they are really fast. They are really responsive. They're really fast. They will match you with someone real fast, and you have a 24/7 access. You have a tasks by text, so you can possibly just send your instructions by text message. That's totally fine. And so Magic really puts college-educated virtual assistant at your fingertips with 24/7 availability and productivity and quality assurance software that really prevents missed deadlines, making them like our winner for rush projects. So if you have a rush project and you're looking for a reliable team, a reliable service, Magic is the place to go. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. I want to talk to you now about the evaluation. So when we talk about Magic, what are the pros and cons I want you to have in mind so that you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into. Let's first start with the pros. So basically, you have a service that finds you a virtual assistant in less than 72 hours. That's really cool. I mean, that's really commendable, especially in an industry that's very competitive, especially if you're looking for highly skilled virtual assistant. And you have a flat rate of $10 an hour. That's really cool in terms of your budget. You can monitor your budget. You have a clarity of mind when it comes to your budget, your cash inflows and cash outflows. You have 24/7 service. That's really cool. So we love that a lot. We also love the fact that you have increased efficiency, so you can delegate tasks to a team of professionals to ensure top-notch results. You have cost savings. So a virtual assistant is often more affordable than a full-time employee, providing financial benefits really. You have greater focus, so you can free up time to concentrate on core business activities, which is really important, especially if you have let's say you have a startup and you want to have clarity in mind. A virtual assistant can really help you there. You could also have flexibility really when you think about Magic, because you can scale your services up or down based on your business needs. So what about the cons here? Well, there are no contracts for repeat use, and there is a price increase if the dedicated service is needed. So if you need a dedicated service, be ready to pay a little more. Okay, it's one of those things where you have to really be prepared. And you also have some disadvantages in terms of communication. So as with any remote service, different time zones and cultural differences can pose in some cases communication challenges. And you also have limited physical availability. So virtual assistants cannot perform tasks that require a physical presence. And whether they work for Magic or for other players, you just have to actually think about that, especially if you are in an industry where FaceTime or physical presence is kind of important. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Magic. Is this virtual assistant service better or what? Better than the others or what? I want to talk to you now about value added. The value added. So when we talk about the value added, Magic has a lot of capabilities. Magic boasts a diverse clientele ranging from technology firms and healthcare providers to finance companies and real estate agencies. Okay, and that's really cool. I mean, the point I'm trying to make here is that they are really diverse in terms of their capabilities. They also cater to e-commerce businesses, displaying an impressive degree of adaptability and versatility, really. And this broad scope enables Magic to understand and respond to the unique demands of various sectors, providing tailor made solutions for each client. So that's kind of cool in terms of possibilities when you think about it. And so the services they provide really are sort of varied. They actually, so you have a wide array of tasks. You have administrative support, you have service, you have social media management, and you have bookkeeping, among others. So when we talk about bookkeeping, we talk about virtual assistants being able to manage your invoices, track expenses, and generate financial reports. Now, don't ask them to generate sort of sophisticated financial reports, though. I mean, they're not really they're not fluent in US GAAP and financial reporting. They're not able to I mean, they could do a trial balance in some cases, but they're not going to do very advanced balance sheets. They're not going to do advanced income statements, cash flow statements, or statement of owners. I mean, of owners' equity. When it comes to social media management, they will assist in crafting and executing social media strategies, managing your platforms, and curating engaging content. So that's kind of cool in terms of maintaining a certain presence on social media. And for customer service, they can manage customer queries and provide technical support, thereby enhancing your company's customer service quality. In terms of admin support, we are speaking here about managing emails, handling scheduling tasks, and performing data entry, among others. So you have the ability to get things done. The cool thing is that they have a team of college educated remote workers who work as teams to cover 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's kind of cool. So you have access to skilled workers on demand 24/7. This is a lot more cost effective than hiring a contractor or an employee. And also, you have the ability to have access to a deeper pool of skill sets. So that's kind of cool. And the thing I want to say here is that when we talk about the value added, so we have to talk about the services, and I really want to go a little deeper in terms of services because even though they have some verticals that they cover for their services, there are some services that have been a part of Magic's staple since day one. Okay, and Magic really doesn't put any restrictions on what types of tasks they are able to carry out. As long as they are able to perform the task remotely, there is a good chance that they'll be able to do it. Not a problem here. So, to give you a better idea of the kinds of tasks Magic commonly handles, they group their most popular services into the following three categories. So, they do administrative assistance, they do sales enrichment and qualification, and they do talent sourcing and qualification. So, it really depends upon what you're looking for. So, when we talk about administrative assistant as a Magic service, this covers any tasks you would normally pass over to an in-house assistant. And for sales enrichment and qualification, Magic really has a deep pool of assistants skilled in sales. They can qualify leads, enrich data, and perform any other sales task on demand. And when we talk about talent sourcing and qualification, recruiting is kind of expensive and time consuming when handled in-house or passed to an agency. So Magic has assistants actually experienced in sourcing, qualifying, and evaluating new hires. So when we talk about how Magic works in a methodical way. They have a system in place that really works and that has been working in the last few years. So once you have signed up with Magic, you can literally request anything simply by sending them a message from your mobile. And Magic integrates with all the major messaging apps such as Google Hangouts and Slack, or you can simply send an SMS. And their software also integrates with many of the tools businesses use, like Salesforce, LinkedIn, Basecamp, Shopify, and more. That's kind of cool. And this really enables you to bring their assistance into your workflow if necessary. And we're talking about bringing them seamlessly, okay? And using Magic, you can literally request everything from having someone put in an order for your groceries or having them delivered to your home to having an assistant source new leads for your business or manage your calendar. So that's kind of cool. And so as a blanket statement, Magic says they can cover any tasks you would normally pass to a dedicated admin on your team. Obviously, this can cover a wide range of tasks and really mean different things to different people. So the worst case scenario is that Magic will get back to you and say they're not able to complete your request. But hey, listen, this is a very remote possibility anyway. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Magic. Is this VA service worth it or what? I want to talk to you about pricing. So when you think about Magic, what kind of pricing are we looking at? I mean, of course, I said $10 per hour. That's what it is. Yeah, that's true. But they have when you go above this $10 per hour, they have all kinds of convoluted pricing. You know, Magic really offers competitive pricing based on flexible models. That's for sure. They are competitive. That's for sure. They have a basic plan, a standard plan, and a premium plan. But if you want to have more clarity, more granularity about their pricing, it's just better to contact them. I mean, you contact them, you have a clear idea, you know what's really happening. So they have the basic plan, the standard plan, the premium plan. The basic plan, they're charging you like $400 per month, and so they have, and that's for 30 hours of service, $400 per month, and you have 750. That's the standard plan, $750. You receive 60 hours of service. So you can see right there that we're not talking about $10 an hour. You go a little bit above that. And at on the premium plan, at $1,400 per hour per month, $1,400 per month, you get 120 hours of service. So again, here we are looking at it's not really $10. We're looking at $12, give or take. Okay, so you have really what's really happening here is that Magic is trying to really save you time and money, but you also have to see if the service really works for you, right? Now, let's talk about price versus value for money. As with any other service, it's kind of important to look at the fine print when considering the cost of a virtual assistant, and you have to do that because at the end of the day, your budget is your money, and you have to really pay attention to your cash outflows. And so, two services that offer the same exact price tag may actually differ markedly in what they offer and the value they can provide for your business. It's all about value added, right? If a business such as Magic is adding value to your business, and even if it's costing 1 million, as long as they are adding more value, more than 1 million in value, it will make sense. It will make economic sense to go with them. So here is a list of a few things to consider in when it comes to deciding whether a VA service is a good value for your money, really. Now, first of all, how much time can a VA save you? How much time? So when you think about virtual assistant, think about how much time can a VA save? Will a VA free you up to do more meaningful tasks? I'm talking about meaningful in terms of tasks that can be monetized real fast. And what's really included in the cost of your virtual assistant, really? Because see, are they charging you per hour only, or are they charging you for something else? I mean, you gotta have a clear idea about that. And when is your VA available? That's kind of important. Okay. And how much work does the hourly cost cover, really, when you think about it? And also another thing you want to pay attention to is that You got to really see how long it will take to onboard your virtual assistant. Let's say you are working on a fast-paced project and you want the VA to be onboarded real fast. How long would that take for you to actually start seeing the results really? And how quickly will VAs complete tasks? So the last point, response time is important to consider. Why? Because you want to make sure that you are getting value for your money in a like as fast as possible. Okay, and because the last thing you want is to pay for a service and really not get the results like ASAP and get the results after a while. And that's it. That's kind of important to pay attention to as you are considering what strategy to have. Let me talk to you about the strategy. So when we talk about if to consider like when hiring virtual assistant companies, you got to look at three things. I mean, it's really important. I mean, of course, one of those things is the value and the value for money. That's what I just spoke about a little earlier. But you want to also look at the company reputation. And you also want to look at the variety of offerings because your company is not going to actually just have one aspect over another, right? So the reputation is kind of important. Reputation and how they fulfill work. I mean, it's important. So Magic has a strong reputation and has been in the VA business for many years now. So odds are you wouldn't be considering this company if it wasn't well known, right? And but there are some distinct differences to how Magic will fulfill work tasks versus another. So Magic actually asks you to choose between a few service options. That's what we love a lot with Magic because they are actually trying to clarify things for you right off the bat. You know, nothing really complicated. They're not really trying to play games with you. Everything is clear right off the bat. So they have a few service options. They have dedicated, consumer, and they have a monthly business plan. And each of these tiers provides a different level of service with the consumer and business monthly plans featuring managed assistance, while dedicated assistant are unmanaged. And an unmanaged approach may be fine for your business, but it's important to know that you need to know what you're signing up for. In many cases, having a manager there to oversee your VA is worth the extra cost. Virtual assistants are often tasked with working independently. A remote assistant manager can help give feedback and guidance when you're not available and keep things running smoothly, really. And that's kind of cool, right? And wing operations manager oversee teams of VAs and provide consistent feedback to ensure professional development. And with this approach, you can be confident that another experienced professional is looking out for your business, which you should anyway. And while some services charge extra for an account manager, your wing operations manager is included in your monthly cost. So think of this as a two for the price of one when you think about your magic manager, really. While you may get an unmanaged magic virtual assistant, you actually have other players that can really make sure that you are getting the best bang for your the best bang for your buck. Really, think about it that way. And so you also want to consider VA company pricing tiers, right? You want to think about the number of tasks covered. So is Magic covering what you want really? I mean, I'm talking about expenses and invoices, web research, scheduling and reminders, data entry, sourcing, shopping and supplies, CRM tools, and internal support. So what can Magic really do for you? Those are things you really need to pay attention to, and you got to think about this consistently, not just in one instance, but all the time, really, when you think about it. So what is the verdict here? So when you think about Magic, first of all, the full name is Magic Modern Outsourcing, and this platform is really legit. It's a platform that we actually recommend, and the platform stands out as a valuable partner for businesses seeking professional virtual assistant services. So despite potential communication challenges and the lack of a physical presence, the overall benefits, extensive service offerings, and competitive pricing make Magic, in our view, a compelling option for businesses aiming to enhance productivity and efficiency, really, when you think about it. So overall, you have a pretty strong player here. And we also love the fact that Magic is really scalable. I mean, here is a player that's suitable for smaller businesses. I mean, they offer services to businesses of all sizes, and they can customize packages to suit your specific needs. And they employ experienced professionals, and they also conduct a rigorous selection process to ensure that they deliver the best possible service. And the cool thing is that you also have a flexibility in terms of pricing. So Magic provides a flexibility in their contracts, allowing you to modify or cancel your plan based on your evolving business needs. So that's kind of cool. Now, let me ask you a question. If for any reason you don't like Magic and you want to try other players, you have a remote coworker, you have a free up, you have a lot of players in this industry to kind of help you with your virtual assistant needs. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's quickly recap what we talked about in today's conversation. So I spoke to you today about Magic virtual assistant service, and I give you the overview, the evaluation, the value added, the services, the pricing, the strategy, and the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.